What's up YouTube, Biz Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you all how to get your very first wholesale deal. Now I get this question a lot from you all, like how do I get my first wholesale real estate deal, or how do I get started? And it's the first month of the year. It's January 2021, the start of a brand new year. And so you all have this motivation, you have this energy. So take advantage of this inspiration right now in the beginning of the year to get your first wholesale deal. So take action on what you learned in this video. I'm going to explain two of the main ways I find wholesale deals and two of the main ways I see beginners getting their first real estate wholesale deal. So while we're on each of those objectives or those different ways to get your first deal, I'm going to actually bring you all out and actually show you all exactly how to do it. So make sure you take out your notepad and take notes. So this is straight to the point video, very practical, no fluffy stuff. So make sure you all actually take action, because it's good that you hear and see me do this, but it wouldn't make an impact unless you go out there and do it yourself. So if you all find any value in this video, or if you find like, wow, Matthew, this is actually helping me, I'm actually going out there and doing these things and I'm seeing results, I ask that you just like this video. It really supports this channel. And then comment down below if you have any questions on how to get your first wholesale deal, and then subscribe if you're not subscribed. And then another thing, you all, I do have an online course. So let's say you want to get more in depth, you want all the videos in one place, check my online course down below where I teach you A to Z how to wholesale real estate. All right, you all, let's get started. So the very first way I see most beginners get their first wholesale real estate deal is through driving for dollars. Now, driving for dollars can work for some people, can't work for other people, but I find it very effective. Honestly, you all, I drove for like 3 months out of 2020 and I closed deals throughout the whole year just from driving for dollars for 3 months. It's crazy. And I know Brent Daniels, Mr. TTP, he always talks about driving for dollars and how 80% of new wholesalers get their first deal by driving for dollars. And other YouTubers talk about this. But there are different ways to get your first wholesale deal, but that's the first one I want to talk about. And then another one, I'm going to talk about how you can do it more at home, more virtual. So driving for dollars, basically you drive around the neighborhood, you find a hot zip code. I have videos on how to find hottest zip codes, just check through my channel. And you're going to drive that zip code and you're just going to look at properties that look distressed while you're driving. And the app that I use is Deal Machine. If you all are interested in a free trial, check the link down below. I use this app to do all my driving for dollars and just find very motivated leads through driving for dollars. It's very simple. And of course, if you all can't afford it, just a basic pen and paper, just write down the address on a notepad. But I'm going to be using Deal Machine app in this tutorial. So let's actually go out and look for a distressed property, and I'll show you all how to use the app and how to plug in a Deal Machine, a distressed property. All right, you all, so now we're driving for dollars, and I pulled up the driving for dollars app. When you all are driving, you all just take your time. You can put like your emergency light on like this sometime if that works for you. Just so if people are behind you and you're taking a while and people are driving past you, they know that, you have an emergency or something, or that you're taking slower than usual. But usually I don't like to act suspect in different neighborhoods, especially in the South. And so I usually kind of take it off and just drive at a normal speed, but not fast enough where I would miss a house. And so I pulled up the Driving for Dollars app, and all I would do to start driving, or just to start the app so it can start follow me where I'm at, I'm just going to click this button that says start driving. And then it starts to load up, and it loads up the different houses and properties around your area. Right now, here we are in the app. As you can see, it has the houses around a neighborhood that I'm targeting. And it has the house to the right of me, to the left of me, and different things like that. And even when I start driving, it will follow me the way down the road, which is pretty cool. So as you move, the app moves with you. And then if you see a house that looks distressed by you, all you could do, you could just click the click the icon on the app and it will record it for you. So I see a distressed house right here, you all. There's just a lot of things up with this house. There's a lot of trash and things here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tap on the side that this house is on, and it's on my left side. So I click on the left side of this app. And all I would do is click add lead, and it adds the leads for me. And then after I'm done, I get a list of all the leads that I add. And then later after that, you all have to cold call that list. So you cold call it by uploading this list to like a software like PropStream, where you can skip trace also on that software, or like another one is batch skip tracing. If you all are interested in batch skip tracing, link down below. And you just upload that list and then give you phone numbers back. And you can call it with your personal cell or use like a phone dialer like Mojo Dialer or something like that, so you don't have to use your personal cell number. And so that's how you drive for dollars. You just look for distressed properties, add it to this app if you want to use this app, and then afterwards you call that list, or you text that list, or you send out direct mail. Direct mail is a little bit more costly, but if you have some savings and you want to invest in direct mail, that's something that you can do. All right, so let's go back home and we'll talk about the second way to find your very first wholesale deal. All right, you all, so now we're up in, we're about to go dive into PropStream, and I'm going to just first lay out the criteria that we're going to target. We're going to target high equity vacant. So this is your classic vacant list that a lot of other wholesalers do go after, but I think it's essential for beginners to go after this list, go through the trenches, and you can find a deal using this criteria. I have, even though other wholesalers are targeting this list, you're special, all right? You can, talk to the sellers in a different way and close deals with this list. So high equity vacant. So we're going to look for 50 to 90% or more of equity. Equity is just basically the amount of ownership a owner owns on the property. Vacant is basically a property that's that the owner doesn't live in. All right. And then 7 to 15 years or more of ownership. You want this to be a property they own for a while. Not on the MLS, and then we're looking for residential types of property. So like your single family, multifamily, land, apartment buildings. And then ownership information, we're just going to go straight to individual, no LLCs or anything like that. So let's actually go to PropStream. So PropStream, they're actually offering skip tracing is only 12 cents. They actually changed the price. They were first doing that for the holidays, but it seems like it's now staying. And that's pretty good. Like that's very competitive, across the board with other platforms and different things like that. So that's really cool. And PropStream, their data is pretty good. So I'm just going to do a zip code near around where I live. So I'm going to put 37411. And with this, we pulled up a list, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to filter, and I'm going to put, go down to owner occupied, and I'm just going to put occupancy status vacant. Let's see how many comes up. 244. So that's a low list. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to make it for the whole city of Chattanooga. All right, so there's 2,700 vacant properties in Chattanooga, and you can honestly just call this whole list. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to filter it down even more. So remember, you all, we want 50% or more of equity. So we're going to go to equity info. And we're going to go down here where it says estimated equity, and we're going to put at least 50%. So that drops it down to 2,200. Still a good size list. And then we're going to do vacant. We already did that. And then 7 to 5 years of ownership. So we're going to put ownership at least 7 years. So that really dropped it down to 1,400. Decent. All right. Then we're going to make sure it's not on the MLS. So MLS status, no. Because we're going after off-market properties, all right? And then property type, we're gonna make sure it's residential property. So we're gonna go back to filters, and then we're going to go to property characteristics. And we're gonna make sure it's single family, condo, multifamily, things like that. You could just click residential right here also. Make sure they're residential. And now you're 921, boom. And then next thing we're going to do is make sure it's owned by a individual person. And I think that's ownership info. And we're gonna put individual. So you have a list of about 754. I want you all's list to have like close to like 2,000 if you all can, if you're using PropStream, so you all can have a large enough list so you can call those 3 hours a day. I want you all to call 3 hours a day. All right, so I'm teaching you all how to close your first wholesale deal. So this is how you pull that list from PropStream, and next you're going to cold call them. So how do you cold call them? One way is that you can use a software, a dialer, that you just upload a list. But first, before you call them, you have to get the numbers. And PropStream has this option called skip tracing right here. That once you pull a list, you can skip trace it, and they charge 12 cents every lead that you have. So 754 times 12 cents, whatever that is, that's what you're going to be charged for. You pull that list, you get the numbers, you pay that amount, and then you cold call them. You can do it with your phone. If you don't have a budget for $1, just use your phone number. And I know that can be risky, or you may be hesitant to do that. You can do that, or you can use Google Phone. Google, you can use a number off of Google Voice or something like that, where that's free, so you can use a different area code. And then another thing, if you want to pay like $99 a month, there's a dialer called Mojo Dialer, where you just upload that list, upload the skip trace, the phone numbers that you have, and the numbers, you upload it to the list, and then you just click go, and it starts calling for you. And the reason why I like dialers is that it really helps you not waste time. So like, you don't have to manually dial every number. You don't get distracted. Oh, I have something in the microwave. I have to do this. I have to do that. It just calls for you. And so you all, those are the two top ways I see most beginners getting their wholesale deals. Is through driving for dollars, and then this is PropStream. If you all are interested in those softwares, links down below. But yeah, you all, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Check the course down below if you're interested. Hope you all have a great day, and let's go out there and get your first wholesale deal.